Hello, all. Um, I am going to review a movie I just watched. It's not really a review, it's more of what my opinion was on the movie. I think I'm gonna start doing that, because I'm hoping to expose myself to some better film and better, visual art and better music. Basically, I'm just trying to be more cultural. Um, so I just watched a movie called High Art. I don't know if any of you have seen it, or, and by any of you, I mean the two viewers I have, including one of them being my girlfriend. Um, it was a very, very good movie. Um, so this, like, I'm trying to explain it without, fuck it. Okay, this is gonna be a spoiler video. I'm going to put spoiler on the fucking title or description or whatever. But I mean, like, really, it's not a new movie. It was made in 1998. But I'm just saying, this is my opinion on that movie. Um, I was playing with this rubber band and it broke. But, yeah, it was a very good movie. It it's called High Art, and it was about an assistant editor who lived with her boyfriend in some apartment, and and a photographer named Lucy, and the editor's name was Sid, yes. And Lucy lived above Jamie, which was Sid's boyfriend, and Sid, and she had a leak from her bathroom leaking into Sid's bathroom. So Sid, like, went upstairs to meet, well, like, not to meet her, but to figure out what the fuck was up with the leak. And then, shit happened. They became friends, and Sid started coming over more often. And, Lucy had this, I don't know whether she was a lover or just a really, really good friend, or I don't know. But her name was Greta, and she was from Berlin, Germany. And we found out at the very end she's in love. Like, okay, like, they weren't, like, hiding it from you, but, like, at the very end is when she said, in words, she loved, Lucy. But, yeah, Lucy and Greta had a thing going on, like, not, like, a really thing, but, like, you could tell Lucy, like, really cared for Greta. Their whole apartment, like, everybody who lived in their apartment, which was, like, I think this other guy, and they had a lot of people over all the time. And all of them were really into drugs. Mainly heroin and, I don't know, some other drug that you snort. But, yeah, after Sid and Lucy became very close with each other, Greta got really fucking mad. Like, ooh, she hated Sid. She fucking hated Sid. Like, okay, Greta basically overdosed on heroin, and Sid saved her life, and once she came, like, she didn't come back to life, but once she started breathing again and she woke up, she basically yelled at Sid and told her to get the fuck out. Not knowing that Sid was the one that saved her life. Um, so, yeah. Um, so Lucy tries to, okay, Lucy goes on a weekend away with Sid because she needs to get away from everything and Greta and everything. And she's a photographer and she's supposed to be doing a cover for the magazine that Sid works for called Frame. And so they go on this weekend together, and the whole time Lucy's taking like pictures of Sid and everything, and most of them are Sid naked because they became a lot closer. They don't show that they had sex, but I'm pretty sure they did. And that's when Sid told Lucy that she was in love with her. And yeah. So they come back from the weekend, and Lucy announces to her mom and Sid and Greta that she is moving. Like, she's not moving, but she's going away for a while. So she goes away for a while, and, you know, a lot of shit happens. And then she comes back, and she hasn't seen Sid yet, but she's fighting with Greta, and then, like, all of a sudden, like, Greta starts, like, completely changes her mood and, like, bipolar, and starts saying how much she loves her and how much she needs to be close to her right now. And so, like, she asks, Lucy if Lucy has anything, like, you know, drugs. And she says yeah, so she gets it out of her bag, and she snorts it, and then Lucy kind of, like, I feel like there was something really wrong with I feel like there was something in those drugs, or the drugs were something else. Because Lucy the way Lucy looked at Greta was so sad, and so, I don't know how to describe it, so intimately depressing, that you just knew something was wrong. And so then Lucy goes over there and snorts the same thing that Greta snorted, and they cut out of that scene. And then the next thing you know, Sid is about to go to work one day, and she sees the guy that lives with Greta and Lucy sitting in a car, and she's, you know, like, open up the fucking car. And so he finally does, and then he tells her that Lucy died that morning. And you could just tell she was basically in shock. Like, she didn't know what the fuck to think. That bitch was, she didn't cry immediately, but, like, she was basically in shock and very sad. And yeah, they never said, like, after that, they, like, ended it with, like, the receptionist at Frame, like, looking at Sid, and then her walking out the door, and then it ends. So they didn't really give you, like, I really did not like the ending, because they didn't give you a good, clear closure of what the fuck happened. So we don't know whether Greta lived. We don't know how Lucy died. I'm just assuming it was the drugs that she snorted that night. Yeah, I don't know if Greta died. I don't know how Lucy died. Yeah, it was a very sad and emotional and very well written and filmed movie. Alright, that has been High Art. Go watch it. It's probably really confusing and shitty way to describe the movie and explain what the fuck happened, but I tried. Okay, that is all.